I was thinking about this earlier today and I thought I'd share. There are people out there who are afraid of the future, and I don't mean it in a way that they don't want to move forward. They are afraid of making the wrong decisions. Maybe they've been blamed a lot, or they just feel like whenever something goes wrong, their first mindset is, what did I do wrong? Why does this keep happening to me? Why am I such a problem? Those types of questions. And those types of questions, they don't just come out of thin air. It comes from years of conditioning. It comes from environments that you've been in where you have been taught directly or indirectly that when something doesn't work out, it must be your fault. For example, somebody's mad at you, they're giving you the silent treatment, they're not talking to you. Whatever the case may be, you start thinking that you are a failure, you did something wrong. That conflict is your fault, you messed up. That kind of mindset. And so now, even as an adult, sometimes when you can't process things, your nervous system, it just jumps straight into self-blame. Oh my gosh, Jane Doe seems distant. John Doe isn't talking to me. I must have done something wrong. And not always you haven't. The reason why codependency recovery is so important is because part of healing is learning to notice that moment that you're in. The moment that you say, something is wrong with me, that can become a reflection versus a reflex when you start paying attention to what you're saying. And then you could just pause and say, whoa, 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 wait a minute, nothing's wrong with me. Let me take a step back. Did I overstep somebody's boundaries, or are they just projecting on me? Did I really overstep? You know? And another thing, you're not going to always be right, and they're not going to always be the blame. Okay? I don't want us to think that codependency recovery is just pushing the blame on everybody else and we're just right, right, right. We don't need any more narcissists. But recovery gives you a healthier way to evaluate situations instead of just automatically always attacking yourself. You learn how to slow your body down, and you learn how to regulate your nervous system and how to separate the accountability from the self-punishment. And when you can do that, then you stop fearing decisions so much because you're no longer assuming that every outcome is a bad one. And by the way, while I have your attention, don't forget to register for the Reciprocity Reset group session that I'm having on January 22nd. And always remember, it's not rejection, it's alignment. I'm Coach Valerie, and I'll talk to you later.